Unit 11. It's a very exciting place. Exciting T صف D. Interesting. النهاردة إن شاء الله هناخد الوحدة 11 وهتضمن الفيديو أول جزء معاني الكلمات، الجزء الثاني شرح للوحدة 11 نص الوحدة الأولاني، والجزء الثالث هيكون PowerPoint presentation. أما الجزء الرابع فهيكون عبارة عن الفوكاب بوك معاني كلمات الورك بوك. Unit 11. It's a very exciting place. 1. The words in exercise number 1. Beautiful, ugly. Beautiful, T soft D. Beautiful, ugly. Cheap, expensive. Clean, polluted. Clean, polluted. Interesting, E silent. Interesting. Boring. Don't say interesting. Wrong. Interesting, E silent. Interesting. Quiet, noisy, relaxing, stressful, spacious, crowded, famous, unknown. Famous means known, opposite unknown, not known. Pretty, T soft D. Pretty, ugly. Number 2. Plan a trip. Pretty reasonable. T soft D. Pretty reasonable. Fairly, rather. 3. Adverbs. Extremely, very, really, fairly, rather. Somewhat, rather. Conjunctions, and, but, though, although, L side, although. However, pretty hot, T soft D. Pretty hot, very hot. Bargain, verb, bargain, a bargain. Features, characteristics. Features, characteristics. Features, characteristics. State, to mention. A state, a country. Exercise 4. Hometown. Nightlife, entertainment in nightclubs. A rent, a hire. Hire, verb, hire. The rents. Scenery, scene. View. Scenery, scene, view. Cool, wonderful, fantastic. Cool, wonderful, fantastic. Exercise 5. Amazing, fantastic, unimaginable. Amazing, fantastic, unimaginable. Airline, article, essay. Plenty, much, sound, scene. Plenty, much, sound, scene. Carnival, public enjoyment and entertainment. في بعض الكلمات في اللغة الإنجليزية بيبقى ليها طريقتين في الكتابة، بيختلفوا في حرف أو حرفين ما بين البريتش والأمريكان. زي كلمة color فيها يو في البريتش، في الأمريكان من غير يو. Public enjoyment and entertainment. Walk of fame. Walk, American, British, walk. Walk of fame. Of Walk of F as V. Walk of Fame. A famous area where the names of many celebrities are on the sidewalk. Celebrities. T soft D. Tour de France. A famous bicycle race. Tour de France. A famous bicycle race. In order. In a range. Sites. 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 Sightseeings. Most. Least. Unit 11. 11. Interchange 1. Unit 11. 3rd edition. It's a very exciting place. In Unit 11, Exercise 1. Word power. Adjectives. Here, look at the picture. This is what? Beautiful. Flowers. Wonderful place. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. Very good. This picture. Ugly. Pollution. Ugly. Beautiful. Ugly. A. Pair work. Match each word in column A with its opposite in column B. Then add 2 more pairs of adjectives to the list. Column, here N silent. So in this exercise you will match 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 10 with A, B, C, D. Okay? Then you write here adjective and opposite. An adjective and another opposite. 1 minute to try to finish. Finished. Number 1. Beautiful. Beautiful, opposite, opposite. Beautiful, opposite, ugly. H. 1. H. H. Ugly. Number 2. Cheap. Cheap, expensive. Expensive. D. 2. D. 3. Clean. 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 F. Polluted. Polluted. 4. Interesting. Interesting. E silent. Interesting. A. Boring. 5. Quiet. Quiet. E. Noisy. 6. Relaxing. Relaxing. Opposite. G. Stressful. Stressful. Under stress. 7. Safe. Safe. Opposite. Dangerous. Dangerous. C. 8. Spacious. 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 Space. You have a lot of space. Spacious. Spacious. Large. Opposite. B. Crowded. 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 Too small. You have a lot of things. Again the answers. 1. H. 2. D. 3. F. 4. A. 5. E. 6. G. 7. C. 8. B. In number 9, you can have more adjectives. Small, big. Tall, short. Good, bad. Generous. Generous, likes to give. A person who likes to give. Generous. Opposite, miser. Generous, miser. Miser doesn't like to spend money. Generous. Miser. Local. International. Local, international, or international. International, universal. B. Pair work. Choose two places you know. Describe them to your partner using the words in part A. So here you will have two words and you try to make sentences. Make a sentence. Write a sentence. Say a sentence. Put the word in a sentence. Example. Life in Cairo is stressful. Life in Cairo is stressful and polluted. Life in Cairo is stressful and polluted. Life in the village. Life in the countryside. Life in the villages in Suhag. Life is clean. Is clean and relaxing. Life in the countryside, relaxing and clean. Life in Cairo is stressful and polluted. Conversation. It's a fairly big city. Look at the picture here. What do you see? San Juan. San Juan. Sunny. The weather is sunny. See here a cloud. Beach. Palm tree. A palm tree. Palm trees. 4, 5, 6, 7. Palm trees. Beach house. Beach house. House on the beach. Buildings. Skyscraper. 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 A very high building. A skyscraper is very high building. Clouds. San Juan. This is San Juan. It's a wonderful place. San Juan is wonderful city. Let's start to listen to the conversation.
Listen and practice.
So where are you from, Carmen?
I'm from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Wow, I've heard that's a really nice city.
Yeah, it is. The weather is great, and there are some fantastic beaches just outside the city.
Is it expensive there?
No, it's not very expensive. Prices are pretty reasonable.
How big is the city?
It's a fairly big city, but it's not too big.
It sounds perfect to me. Maybe I should plan a trip there sometime.
Eric and Carmen are talking. Eric. So, where are you from, Carmen? I am from San Juan. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Wow. I've heard it's a really nice city. City, T soft D. Yeah means yep. Yes. Yeah, yes. Yeah, it is. It is T soft D. The weather is great and there are some fantastic beaches just outside the city. Beaches as is. Okay? It's not S. Say beaches just outside the city. The city, T soft D. Is it expensive there? Is San Juan expensive? No, it's not very expensive. Very expensive. Yeah, sound between Y and E. It's not very expensive. Prices are pretty reasonable. Pretty, very. T soft D. Pretty. Pretty reasonable. They are very reasonable. They are okay. Not expensive and not cheap. How big is the city? How big is the city? T soft D. It's a fairly big city, but it's not too big. The city is fairly big, rather big, somewhat big. It sounds perfect to me. It seems, it's perfect, excellent. It's perfect to me. It seems perfect to me. Maybe I should plan a trip there sometime. To go on a trip, to go on vacation. Now, let's answer some questions. Where is Carmen from? She's from San Juan, Puerto Rico. What's San Juan, Puerto Rico like? It's a really nice city. The weather is great and there are some fantastic beaches just outside the city. Is San Juan expensive? No, it's not very expensive. Why? Because prices are pretty reasonable. How big is the city? It's a fairly big city, but it's not too big. Is it perfect to live in San Juan? Yeah, it sounds perfect. B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What does Carmen say about entertainment in San Juan? What does Carmen say about entertainment in San Juan? Listen.
Page 72. Exercise 2. Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What does Carmen say about entertainment in San Juan?
So what kinds of things are there to do in San Juan?
Well, there are a lot of nightclubs. Puerto Ricans love to dance.
I'm not much of a dancer. Anything else?
Well, a lot of people enjoy going out to eat. There are some excellent restaurants in Old San Juan. They're popular with both locals and tourists.
Now that sounds good. I love to eat.
Listen again.
So what kinds of things are there to do in San Juan?
Well, there are a lot of nightclubs. Puerto Ricans love to dance.
I'm not much of a dancer. Anything else?
Well, a lot of people enjoy going out to eat. There are some excellent restaurants in Old San Juan. They're popular with both locals and tourists.
Now that sounds good. I love to eat.
B. What does Carmen say about entertainment in San Juan? If you are a tourist and you visit San Juan, what will you do? Where will you go? In San Juan, there are a lot of nightclubs because Puerto Ricans like to dance. They love to dance. They like to go dancing. Also, there are a lot of excellent restaurants and bars. They have wonderful food for both locals and tourists. They make great food in restaurants. You will find great food for both locals and tourists, for foreigners and the people of San Juan. Exercise number 3. Grammar focus. Adverbs before adjectives.
Page 73. Exercise 3. Grammar focus. Adverbs before adjectives.
San Juan is really nice. It's a really nice city. It's fairly big. It's a fairly big city. It's not very expensive. It's not a very expensive place. It's too noisy and it's too crowded for me.
Adverbs before adjectives. You know, adjectives describe people, things, like nice, expensive, gentle, kind, big. Elephants are big. Yes, adjectives. Adverbs, you know, adverb with ly, like Ahmed is walking quickly, or Ahmed walks quickly. The adverb ends with ly and describes the verb. No, we are not talking about this kind of adverbs. Today we'll talk about adverbs before adjective, like extremely, very, really, pretty, fairly, somewhat. Let's read. San Juan is really nice. Really nice. So if I ask you, what's San Juan like? Say, it's nice. San Juan is nice. So is it just nice, somewhat nice, really nice? San Juan is really nice. So really here, adverb, and describe nice, adjective. Nice, adjective, really, adverb. It's a fairly big, fairly, adverb, big, adjective. It's not very expensive, very expensive. It's too noisy and it's too crowded for me. Too noisy, too crowded. So too adverb, noisy, crowded, adjective. San Juan is really nice. It's a really nice city. It's fairly big. It's a fairly big city. It's not very expensive. It's not a very expensive place. So here you can put a or an plus adverb, really, fairly, plus adjective, nice, big, expensive, plus noun and the noun, city, place. Let's check this PowerPoint presentation first. Now after too here, too crowded, too noisy, too bad, too plus bad adjective. Okay. Adverbs before adjectives. Adverbs before adjectives. Adverbs that describe adjectives. What's an adjective? An adjective like fast, slow, big, small, dirty, not clean, opposite, clean, dirty, opposite, clean, dangerous, opposite, safe, noisy, opposite, quiet, adjective, opposite, American opposite, OA, fast, slow, big, small, dirty, clean, dangerous, safe, noisy, quiet. These are adjectives and these are opposites. New, modern. Opposite, old. Unfriendly, friendly. Friendly, opposite, unfriendly. Not friendly, not sociable. Exciting, exciting, T soft D, exciting. Interesting, opposite, boring. Expensive, expensive, cheap. Expensive, cheap. Adjectives. We use adjectives to describe people, animals, things. We use adjectives to describe. Ahmed is short. Ali is tall. Elephants are big. BMW is expensive. So here, adjectives: short, tall, big, expensive. I describe people: Ahmed, Ali. Animals: elephants, lions, tigers. Things: BMW, car. Ahmed is a short boy. So, adjective: short, boy, boy noun. Ali is a tall boy. Elephants are big animals. BMW is an expensive car. An expensive sound, an expensive car. So in these examples, a tall boy, adjective, singular noun, one, a boy, a tall boy. Big animals. An expensive car, an adjective plus one, car. Here I can write adjective or an adjective plus singular noun. Singular noun, one. A boy, one boy. A car, one car. Animals, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we don't put a or an. We don't put a or an because elephants are plural, a plural noun. Adverbs before adjectives. What's Ahmed like? Ahmed is nice. What's Ahmed like? Ahmed is nice. Is he very nice? Is he really nice? Or somewhat nice? Here, you want to describe nice. You want to describe nice, the adjective nice. Very nice, Ahmed is very, very nice. Really nice or somewhat nice, just nice. Sometimes nice, sometimes he's not nice. What describes the adjective nice? The adverb. Adverb: extremely, very, really, pretty, T soft D. Fairly, rather. Somewhat, 50%. Sometimes nice, sometimes he's not nice. 50-50. Ahmed is extremely nice. 100%. Nice, 100%. Ahmed is very nice. 90%. Ahmed is very nice. 90%. Ahmed is really nice. 80. Really? 80. Ahmed is pretty nice. 70%. Ahmed is fairly nice. Rather. 60%. Ahmed is somewhat nice. Sometimes he's not nice. 50%. The adverbs extremely, very, really, pretty, fairly, somewhat. These are adverbs that describe adjectives. Adverbs before adjectives. What's Ahmed like? He's a very nice man. So here you're gonna have subject, am is are, adverb, adjective. The adverb describes the adjective. The adjective describes the noun. Adverb describes adjective. Adjective describes the noun. Ahmed is an extremely nice man. Ahmed is a man. Ahmed is a nice man. Ahmed is an extremely nice man. Ahmed is a very nice man. Here, an extremely, because extremely, e, vowel. An extremely nice man. Vowels, a, e, I, o, u. Ahmed is a very nice man. Ahmed is a really nice man. Ahmed is a pretty nice man. Ahmed is a fairly nice man. Ahmed is somewhat nice man. So here you put a or an, because the noun singular noun, one, man. Plural, 2, 3, 4, men. Ahmed and Tamer are very nice men. Ahmed and Tamer are very nice men. In this example, I don't put a or an because men is a plural noun. 2, 3, 4, 5 men. So you say Ahmed and Tamer are very nice men. Match the questions with the answers. Then practice the conversations. 1. What's Seoul like? Is it an interesting place? C. Yes. It has amazing shopping and the people are pretty friendly. Pretty friendly. Very friendly. Number 2. Do you like your hometown? Why or why not? 2. D. Not really. It's too small and it's really boring. That's why I moved away. Not really. It's too small and it's really boring. That's why I moved away. So number 2, D. 3. What's Sydney like? I've never been there. Sydney, describe Sydney. Sydney in Australia. 3A. Oh, really? It's beautiful and very clean. It's beautiful and very clean. It has a great harbor and beautiful beaches. Harbor, port. Harper, port, like Port Said. 4. Have you ever been to Sao Paulo? Have you ever been to Sao Paulo? B. Yes, I have. It's an extremely large and crowded place. But I, T soft D, but I love it. It has excellent restaurants. The answers again. Number 1, C. Number 2, D. 3, A. 4, B. 1, C. 2, D. 3, A. 4, B. for conjunctions. Listen.
Focus. Conjunctions.
It's an exciting city, and the weather is nice. It's a big city, but it's not too big. It's a big city. It's not too big, though. It's a big city. It's not too big, however.
Listen again.
Focus. Conjunctions.
It's an exciting city, and the weather is nice. It's a big city, but it's not too big. It's a big city. It's not too big, though. It's a big city. It's not too big, however.
Conjunctions. Conjunctions and, but, though, although, however. It's an exciting city, exciting, interesting, and the weather is nice. It's a big city, city, T soft D, but it's not too big. It's a big city. It's not too big though. Though, like although, however, but. It's a big city. It's not too big, however. So we use but, though, however, although, contrast. Contrast, opposite. Big, not too big, opposite. Big city, not too big city, opposite. Big city is not too big city, opposite. And, but, though, and however. Let's check this wonderful PowerPoint presentation. Conjunctions. Conjunctions and, but, though, however, although. Conjunctions and, but, though, however, although. And. Example. It's an exciting city. The weather is nice. It's an exciting city and the weather is nice. It is. It is an exciting city and the weather is nice. And we use and to join two sentences together. It's an exciting city, a sentence. The weather is nice, second sentence. It's an exciting city and the weather is nice. Exciting, nice. The two sentences are good. No contrast. There is no contrast between the two sentences. The city is interesting. The weather is nice. It's an exciting city and the weather is nice. A sentence and second sentence. And is used to join two sentences together. And Ali is nice. Ali is kind. Ali is gentle. Ali is nice, kind, and gentle. Adjective, adjective, and adjective. First thing, adjective, comma. Second adjective, adjective number 2, comma. And Adjective number 3, the last one, and the last adjective. And. Ali is nice, Ali is kind, Ali is gentle. Ali is nice, kind, and gentle. Adjective, comma, adjective, comma, and number 3, the last adjective. He likes to sing. He likes to dance. He likes to play the piano. He likes to play the piano, sing, and dance. Play, sing, and dance. Verb, verb, and the last verb. So he likes to play the piano. He likes to sing. He likes to dance. He likes to play the piano, sing, and dance. And what are your dreams? My dreams are to have health, money, and family. To have health, to be healthy. To have money, to be rich. And family. A noun, and the last noun. And. What are your dreams? What a T sub D. What are? My dreams are to have health, money, and family. A noun, and a noun. But Ahmed is rich. He's unhappy. Unhappy, not happy. Sad. Ahmed is rich, but he's unhappy. We use but for contrast. Contrast, opposite. Rich. If you are rich, you will be happy. But here, he's rich, he's unhappy. He's very sad. Opposite. Contrast, opposite. Ahmed is rich, but he's unhappy. So we use but to express contrast. Contrast, American contrast. But. Although, L silent, although equals but. Although equals but. A. Ahmed is rich. He's unhappy. Although Ahmed is rich, he's unhappy. Although Ahmed is rich, he's unhappy. Again, although Ahmed is rich, he's unhappy. Ahmed is unhappy although he's rich. Although in the beginning of two sentences, although in the middle between two sentences. I can use although in the beginning or in the middle. Although equals but. Ahmed is rich, he's unhappy. Although Ahmed is rich, he's unhappy. Ahmed is unhappy although he's rich. Ahmed is unhappy although he's rich. Though equals although equals but in the meaning. We use all of them for contrast. The food is delicious. The food has a good taste. It's not too expensive. the food delicious, it should be too expensive. But here, contrast, opposite. Delicious, not expensive. The food is delicious. It's not too expensive though. So I can put though at the end, comma, though. Though, more informal than although. A sentence, full stop, a sentence, comma, though. A sentence, full stop, a sentence, comma, though. Though. However, though, although, but. We use them for contrast, opposite. Ahmed is rich. However, he's unhappy. However, between two sentences. Ahmed is rich, full stop. However, comma, second sentence. Sentence number 1. However, comma, sentence number 2. The weather is nice. Summer is very hot. However. So the weather is nice, but it's very hot. So opposite, nice and very hot. So the weather is nice. Summer is very hot, comma, however. A sentence, full stop, a sentence, comma, however. We use this especially in speaking in informal way. Most of time we use however in the middle as formal way. استخدمها هنا مشهورة جدا في السبيكينج او في الكلام لما اجي اتكلم بيها، لكن هنا مشهورة الطريقة دي في الكتابة اكتر حاجة. Thanks God. B. Choose the correct conjunctions and rewrite the sentences. In this question, you choose and, but, and, though, and, however. It's number 1. Number 2, you write the sentence again. Taipei is very nice. Everyone is extremely friendly. Taipei is very nice and everyone is extremely friendly. And British, American, and. Number 2. The streets are crowded. It's easy to get around. So the streets are crowded. We have a lot of cars in the streets, but it's easy to get around. So we have here contrast. The answer, use and or though. Though the streets are crowded, it's easy to get around, comma, though. Comma, though. The streets are crowded, it's easy to get around, comma, though. 3. The weather is nice. Summers get pretty hot. Pretty, very. Pretty hot, very hot. Nice and very hot. This is contrast, opposite. 3. The weather is nice. Summers get pretty hot, comma, however. Comma, however. 4. Shopping is great. Shopping, British, American, shopping. You have to bargain in the markets. Bargain, to negotiate about the price. So 4. Shopping is great, but you have to bargain in the markets. Shopping is great, but you have to bargain in the markets. Bargain, like in العتبة. This shirt or this t-shirt, 100 pound. Say, no, 50. Say, 70 at the end. 5. The food is delicious. It's not too expensive. The food is delicious. It's not too expensive, comma, though. The food is delicious. When the food is delicious, it should be expensive, but here, not expensive. So the food is delicious. It's not too expensive though, comma, though. 6. It's an amazing city. It's an amazing city. I love to go there. It's an amazing city and I love to go there. It's an amazing city and I love to go there. Number C. Describe 3 cities or towns in your country. State 2 positive and 1 negative feature for each. So here you describe a city in this exercise and you say good, positive, good adjectives and 1 bad adjective. 1 positive and 1 negative, or 2 positive and 1 negative. 2 good and 1 bad. Example: Lima. Lima is very exciting and there are a lot of things to do, but it's too cold. Exciting, interesting. A lot of things to do, but it's too cold. This is bad adjective. This is negative. Positive, a lot of things and exciting. The weather in Shanghai is, and you make a sentence. In Egypt, Sharm el-Sheikh is a very exciting city. It's a wonderful place. There are a lot of beaches. Prices are pretty reasonable. Prices are very reasonable. But it's far away from my home. It's far from my home. It's far from Cairo. Listen again.
Exercise 4. Listening. My hometown. Listen to Joyce and Nicholas talk about their hometowns. What do they say? Check the correct boxes. 1.
So tell me about your hometown, Joyce.
Well, it's a really small town.
What's it like there?
Oh, I think it's boring.
Really? Why?
Well, there's nothing to do. No good restaurants, no nightlife.
Oh, that's too bad. But small towns are pretty inexpensive to live in.
Well, yeah, it is really cheap. And lots of people love it there because it's very pretty.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. It has great scenery. Lots of mountains and rivers, lakes and trees.
Well, I don't know, Joyce. It sounds like a great place.
2.
Listen again.
Small town.
What's it like?
1.
So tell me about your hometown, Joyce.
Well, it's a really small town.
What's it like there?
Oh, I think it's boring.
Really? Why?
Well, there's nothing to do. No good restaurants, no nightlife.
Oh, that's too bad. But small towns are pretty inexpensive to live in.
Well, yeah, it is really cheap. And lots of people love it there because it's very pretty.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. It has great scenery. Lots of mountains and rivers, lakes and trees.
Well, I don't know, Joyce. It sounds like a great place.
Number 1. Joyce. What's her hometown like? Big or small? Her hometown is small. Small? So big? No. Small. Is it interesting? No. No. It's not interesting. It's boring. Why is it boring? Because there isn't nightlife. There are no restaurants. Is it expensive? Is it expensive? No, it's inexpensive. Inexpensive. Inexpensive, not expensive. Cheap. Is it beautiful? Yes. It's very beautiful. Why? It has wonderful place. It's a wonderful place. It has a lot of rivers, mountains, lakes, trees, parks. So it's very pretty. Nicholas, let's listen to Nicholas.
Two. Do you come from a big city, Nicholas?
Yeah, I guess. It's pretty big.
So there's a lot to do there?
Yeah, it's a really fun place. It has some cool art museums and great theaters and restaurants.
Really? How are the prices? Is it expensive?
I guess so. Food costs a lot in the supermarket and in restaurants. And apartments. The rents are very high.
And what's it like there? What does it look like?
Well, it's very clean, and it's really pretty too. There are lots of parks and trees right in the center of the city.
Listen again.
Two. Do you come from a big city, Nicholas?
Yeah, I guess. It's pretty big.
So there's a lot to do there?
Yeah, it's a really fun place. It has some cool art museums and great theaters and restaurants.
Really? How are the prices? Is it expensive?
I guess so. Food costs a lot in the supermarket and in restaurants. And apartments. The rents are very high.
And what's it like there? What does it look like?
Well, it's very clean, and it's really pretty too. There are lots of parks and trees right in the center of the city.
Number 2. Nicholas. What about Nicholas' hometown? Is it big? Yes, it's pretty big. Pretty big, very big. Is it interesting? Yes, it's very interesting. Why? Because there are great museums and there are cool art museums and wonderful restaurants. Is it expensive? Yes, it's expensive because food costs a lot and the rents are very high. Food costs a lot, food costs a lot of money, and the rents are very high. When you rent a flat, when you hire a flat, it will cost you a lot of money. Is it beautiful? Yes, it is. It's very clean and it's very pretty. Pretty beautiful. There are lots of parks and trees in the city center. Five. Writing. Magazine article. Article is say. Look at the picture. You see what? Wonderful place. A lot of trees. The sea. And here we see what? Castle. Castle. Mosque. Very big mosque. Like castle like Salah ad-Din Castle. Is it Salah ad-Din Castle? No. Why? Because there are a lot of trees and the sea. A castle has a view on the sea and trees. Where is this place? Where is it? Let's read. Imagine you work for an airline magazine. You work for an airline newspaper. Airline, like Egypt Air. Think of an interesting place for tourists to visit. You'll tell the tourists about an interesting place, a wonderful place. This place in your country, and write a short article. Article is say. Article means 3 paragraphs at least. A short article, 3 paragraphs. Introduction, the body or the topic of the article, then the conclusion. East meets West. Where does East meet West? East countries and West countries, and they'll meet together in one country. Istanbul. Istanbul is a very interesting city in western Turkey. Istanbul is very exciting city, wonderful city in Turkey. Special for several reasons. Special for different reasons. First, it has some wonderful mosques. It has wonderful mosques. The Blue Mosque is extremely beautiful. The Blue Mosque is wonderful, it's very beautiful, and no visitor should miss it. Allow plenty of time to visit this very amazing place. You must have a lot of time to visit this wonderful place. Second, the city has a lot of blah blah blah. So let's stop here for East meets West, and you will write an article, a short article about it. As homework, write a short article about Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Syria, Iraq, any Arabian countries, any country. Number 6. Snapshot. Vacation spots. Areas for vacations, places for vacations. Five popular cities and some sites and events there. 5 famous cities and some sites. 1. Look at the picture. Someone is wearing costumes. They are wearing a lot of costumes. Carnival, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. This is Carnival in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. Second one, a lot of people. They are in the street. Have a lot of shops. Again, the shopping district, Tokyo, Japan. 3. Hollywood Walk of Fame, Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles, LA. California, Cali. So we read California as Cali, and Los Angeles, LA. So here, this Walk of Fame in Hollywood, there is a star, and then you put the star in the street, and they write on the star the name of the actor, the name of the singer, a name of famous person. Marilyn Monroe star, Christina Aguilera. And while you are walking, you see the stars of people. The Tour de France. Tour de France. Paris, France. You have here a lot of bikers, people who ride bicycles, people who ride bikes. And there is a race. The last one, last picture. What is it? It's a palace. This is a palace, like Chinese palace, Japanese palace, but this one in Seoul, Korea. It's called Gyeongbok Palace, Seoul, Korea. So it's a wonderful place. It's a great place. You can visit it in Korea. What 3 other places in the world would you like to visit, and why? What 3 other places in the world would you like to visit? I'd like to visit Sharm el-Sheikh because it's a wonderful place. It's one of the best places all over the world for diving, scuba diving, snorkeling, and swimming. I'd like to travel Hurghada. Hurghada is a wonderful summer resort for tourists. I'd like to visit the pyramids. The pyramids and Luxor. Luxor has third of the world's monuments. Luxor is a great place. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe. شكرا للمشاهدة. من فضلك اشترك في القناة لتصلك آخر إصداراتنا.